IRL Friends of Social Media Influencers. What is it like? She hasn't come to anything I've invited her to in 5 years because she only goes to events that further her business. Regularly says things like, "We're all using each other for something." Sometimes she texts me the same exact thing word for word over a couple of days. And it's obvious she just copy-pastes the same thing and sends it to all of us and then forgets who she has sent it to. She still reaches out to me multiple times a year and claims I'm one of her best friends. But it sure doesn't feel like it. I've told her as much. But she just says, "This is my life now.
My business comes first, and if you can't accept that,
then I guess you're not a real friend." I dated one. Not super popular but followers in the 100K range last time we spoke. I remember a lot of getting ignored and only receiving nice gifts, acts of kindness when they could post about it.
asking me to go to nice places.
They didn't drive, only to leave me on a bench somewhere while they took pictures. Huge strain on the relationship, especially when they started to get bigger and there was more demand for content. Friends with a high-profile athlete who is pretty popular on Insta. He is always on the phone, never lives in the moment. If we are doing anything fun, well,
it basically didn't happen unless the world knows about it.
It's just annoying. I can't imagine living for the approval or satisfaction of others. It's annoying AF. One of my buddies is constantly filming everything we do and posting it. It's to the point where people walk up to me on the street and ask me about him because they've seen me in his posts. I have no idea who they are.
It dominates everything he does,
and has severely impacted his personal relationships. He can't keep a GF, and it's clearly related to this obsession of his. He does occasionally get some cool stuff out of it though. After pretty much kicking them out of my life because I do not want to be continually posted online, we've come to the understanding that when he's about to take a pic or video, he hands me the phone so I'm not in the shot. Works okay for me.
I know a wannabe influencer.
She will reply to her own post from her husband's account praising herself. Then she will reply to those posts as herself thanking him. It's hilarious. Like Inception for Facebook.
I'm not sure if this counts as an influencer, but one of my close friends is a small-ish music
streamer on Twitch. If I said her username you probably wouldn't know her. But she's successful, popular enough to where she makes a comfortable living from streaming. She's been doing it for several years now and it hasn't changed her at all. If anything, she's now just more willing to pay for stuff when we all hang out because of her newfound disposable income. I post travel photos and have about 200 followers. 200, not 2,000 or higher. My friend somehow thought that was influencer status and decided to copy me, except that she quit her job so she could travel more and grow her own brand.
In 2020,
she lost her apartment, her car, and still hasn't found a job, but calls herself a professional influencer all the same.
To be honest, it's really shit.
I feel like I've been completely forgotten about and like I don't matter anymore. I think that's just some weird misguided jealousy, but it still hurts because I miss talking to my friend. She became a horrible self-centered bully. Got a friend with 75K subscribers on YouTube in a language other than English. It used to be about their weekend getaways with nice drone shots. It was interesting, then gradually became about their lives. How interesting. She's get her phone camera out at sometimes random moments, which could get annoying. She got pregnant. Baby everything now. Exactly as fake and staged as you imagine it to be. The on-camera moments are completely non-genuine.
It is in the end just an acting, modeling job and not their real personality.
A girl in my homeschool group in middle school was always bragging about how her parents had a YouTube channel with thousands of subscribers. She was really arrogant about it and I didn't enjoy spending time with her because she was a brat. The funny thing is nobody ever believed her, including myself, until one day I stumbled across a video of theirs while scrolling through YouTube. Sure enough, they had thousands of subscribers. She hadn't been lying and I was shocked.
Now they have well over 1 million.
They don't upload very often anymore though. Honestly, she's really nice. She hosted a book club in a bar I worked at, and would always order wine or pretty cocktails for photos. But once everyone left, she'd sit at the bar and shoot the shit with me while drinking yard beers.
She is annoying.
There's no other word to describe her. Feel sorry for her because she is a person that needs attention all the time. We are not friends but we live in the same house. I have a friend who has recently started trying to become one. It's so dumb. She posts half-naked pictures of herself with captions that have nothing to do with the picture. She spends hours getting ready for her iPhone photo shoots and has little time for anything besides
content creation.
Being an influencer is pretty much against everything I care about and stand for. So I envision us slowing drifting further apart. That shit's stupid. My cousin is a moderately successful Instagram model and she absolutely hates it. She hates her fans, finds them all cringy and pathetic, hates the drama and how PC it all is.
IRL, she's very conservative, traditional.
Only does it because it's the only way she can make money. She dropped out of school and endorsing products and taking pictures of herself is the only way she knows how to pay rent.
IRL, she's basically the complete opposite of the happy bubbly ditzy girl she plays online and we
often laugh over some of the messages she receives, including proposals and women angry that their sons' husbands are following her. I went on a date with one and it was just frustrating. Pleasant enough girl, but she was on her phone a lot. I had sympathy since it's her job, but I felt ignored a lot of the time we were together. I sold my place to one a while ago. One of those newly green, sustainable, body positivity types. Pretty much everything about what this person projects as her social media image is fake as it turned out. It was quite a sobering experience. One of my close friends is getting a bit famous as a streamer, YouTuber. Even when nobody watched him you could tell he had something, and his personality, and it is just so much fun to be around him. Now he is at the point where he just needs to reach more people and I'm sure that he is going to kill it in a few years. Also, I appreciate that being known hasn't changed anything and when we hang out we do the exact same things we did before. My sister is an influencer and honestly, it hasn't changed her. Most people don't change if they're truly passionate for something. Most of the time they're just happier. For my sister it was makeup. And now she's really happy. Those who change aren't doing something because it's what they want anymore. It's what the consumer want. So just remember this. Don't let anyone change you who you are. Not a friend of an influencer. But I am an influencer, I guess. I have 150k plus on YouTube. It was so much fun to start off with, but now all I feel is constant pressure. If I make one mistake, I could lose everything I've spent years building. I'm never sure whether new friends like me for me,
or because they want clout.
Even though my content is focused on true crime, and not me, having that many people watch you and comment on your appearance, the way you talk,
etc. can really fuck you up.
Completely distorts your idea of self if you don't find ways to step back. Having non-social media friends really helps bring you back to earth. And trying to treat it was a typically 9 to 5. He was cool but at the same time difficult. Get him alone and he was okay. But go out places with him and he started unnecessary drama and was super emotional. I ended up not being friends with him after a convention we went to. He caused a lot of trouble for me and my friends. It sucked cause I was the one who intervened and allowed him to stay and all of my friends were super upset with him. So I felt like I allowed a lot of the issues.
Hope he's doing okay though.
I've driven 3 hours, hiked 1 hour. They took a couple of photos over about 5 minutes and then bitched that they were ready to go home. Sometimes they will buy unhealthy,
but grammable food. Take photos of them licking it,
and then throwing it out. I also have a friend who when overseas will set alarms for like 3 a.m. to wake up and post their photos from the day at the peak time back home. I haven't seen them for a while.